How do you convince your friend that they take that first step, given the fact that a lot of what they hold, they may not feel anyone else will understand other than you?
Tricky. Gosh, that is tricky. I think the biggest thing we've learned from this is to sometimes, you might have to act in their best interests, and they might be cross at you for reaching out for help for them if they are not able to do that, but it is in their best interest and it will be better for them in the long run.
Yeah, it's very hard to force someone to do it if they're not willing, because you don't want to make your relationship with that person worse. So yeah, I agree, it might be talking to someone, talking to someone regarding the situation rather than...
Yeah, and so this is where your friend is struggling, but you're going to come and see the subdean or the student support yourself to inquire about the next step.
Yeah, because subdeans have had experience with things like this. They'll know, what's the best thing to do. Do we want to let them, come and see us on their own accord, or do we want to reach out to them, or who should reach out to them and things.
Okay. Thank you.
I guess that living with your friends can be one of the best things about being at uni. It can be great fun, but at the same time we all know that it can be quite intense at times as well. And if you're living with someone or one of your friends that you know is having difficulties, whatever they may be, it can be quite hard on all their friends as well. Because as a friend, all you want to do is help them, do everything you can to help them. But at the same time, sometimes it can just feel beyond your limits and it can feel quite draining. And I think it's quite important for the sake of your friend and for yourself and all the rest of your friends to know that you can do so much for them, but also at which point you need someone else, and you need someone else to talk to, and you need to know who else can help, because we have all got limits as to how much we can do just as friends. And it's not underestimating how important you can be and how much difference you can make to your friend, but take some time for yourself as well is a huge thing that I'd like to say to people. When your friend is the one that's struggling, it can feel like they get the final say in when help's got and when other people know about it. So it can be that you're put in a position where you think that help is needed, but you don't feel comfortable getting it, and it can be. And I know that I found that I could tell my family and I could tell the other one or two people that knew about the situation, but I had nowhere else. I felt like I had nowhere else to turn with the situation, and that was quite hard and quite tiring.
What would make it easier to find someone else to speak to? Because I guess once you've spoken to your friends, your family, and your friend who's struggling won't do anything different.
Yeah.
What would make you speak to somebody different?
I think understanding that it's okay for friends to feel like this is difficult for them as well, because I think when I was going through it and our friends were going through it, it felt like we weren't the ones with the problem, so we had no right to seek help or to need help, because physically and emotionally, organically we were okay, but we weren't really. So I think letting people understand that you can need help and get help just for that, and that the med school can help you without necessarily you having to tell them exactly what's been going on with your friend without breaking confidentiality, but you can just let people know that for whatever reason that you're having some added pressures and added difficulties outside of the course.